And okay, here we go. And I've got a block. Yes, I've got a block. Wonderful. Oh, thank you all so much for being here today. This is wonderful. So welcome to today's class. Today's class is going to be fun. We're going to try to work towards a pose called Bird of Paradise. I think if you've done classes with me, maybe we've done something similar at some point, because it's a pose that I love, which I always thought it was actually a bird, you know, like in the Amazonas, but it's actually a flower. But it does look like the flower, the pose does look like the flower. And since I had that realization, I bought myself a Bird of Paradise plant. It is beautiful, but it's not giving me any flowers yet, so I'm still waiting. But Bird of Paradise is a pose that needs a lot of hip openings and is also a balancing pose. I don't expect everyone here to be able to achieve the full version of the pose, but at least try. So we're gonna try to get there. So that's why it's kind of like working towards that pose. And let's see how we go. And it also is gonna be kind of dynamic practice. So let's see how we can get there and whether we can get there. And also, I'm waiting for something to be delivered. So I know you, but if you hear the door, then the door is just there. So I'll have to go and open the door. So apologies about that as live sessions for you. Right, so we're gonna sit in a comfortable position, close the eyes. Simply taking some time to arrive. See how we're feeling today. Whether we start getting into the autumn mood. Although it's early September, it does feel a bit like autumn to me. Just simply breathing and being aware of our body and our mind, and whether they're a bit agitated or maybe they're super calm and tranquil today. And just simply observe. Take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And one more time, inhale and exhale. We're gonna inhale for 6 and we're gonna exhale for 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4. 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last time. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And release. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, open your eyes. If you have them closed, let's come to all fours. From here, our usual wakening of the spine by moving in any possible direction. Maybe also moving the arms and the shoulders, the elbows. Maybe moving forwards or backwards or to the sides. It doesn't really matter. It's more like, how do I feel today? And What does my body need today more than anything else? And kind of taking in with your body. And then we're going to get back to neutral spine. And a very simple cat-cow on the inhale. You look towards the ceiling. And on the exhale, you round and maybe look towards your knee. Inhaling, lifting. Exhale, round. And move slowly. And if you can connect with some sort of breathing, maybe ujjayi breath if you know how to do it. Or maybe just simply conscious breathing. And then we're going to come to neutral spine and we're going to sit back in Balasana. And we're going to walk the hands over to the right. Make sure that both of your hips are still kind of anchoring down. So if you move loads towards the right, your left hip is going to start moving up. So find a position where you know that your left side is opening and your intercostal muscles are opening, but without compromising your hips. And then go back to center and do the same over to the other side. Come back to center. Press onto the hands, tuck the toes under, lift into tiger dog. Breathe in here. Try to internally rotate your thighs back and then slowly stretching the legs, bringing the heels down. We're going to move forwards into a plank. Bring the knees down, lower. Inhale into cobra. Exhale back to Balasana. We're going to do this twice more. Inhale, press onto the hands, tuck the toes under. As you exhale, lift the sit bones up, tiger dog. Start stretching the legs back, heels towards the floor. Once you have achieved a certain downward facing dog, move forwards into plank. Bring the knees down, lower down. Inhale, lift the chest, shoulders back, chest forwards. Exhale, back to Balasana. Sitting back, take a couple of breaths in. And last time, press onto the hands, lift, tiger dog. Slowly transition into downward facing dog. Inhale, move forwards, plank. Knees down, lower down. Chest forwards, cobra, Bhujangasana. And exhale into Balasana and breathe in. Just breathe in. Bringing your sit bones more towards your heels if you can. And then again, moving forwards, lifting, this time all the way to downward facing dog. Release the head. Lift the sit bones a little bit higher if you can. From the center of your chest, push towards the hands. And from the center of your chest, lift the sit bones out. And then send the energy down to your heels. Bend the knees, look between the hands and step or jump forwards. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fall forwards. Press into the feet. Come all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. We're going to do a couple of classic sun salutes. And then Surya Namaskar A and B. So the first one is simply inhale, lift the arms up. As you exhale, bring the hands down. Inhale halfway. Exhale, step back with the right foot, Bring the knee down. Inhale, lift the arms up. Do a little bit of a back bend here. Exhale, hands down. Step back, lower onto the floor. Inhale, lift the chest, shoulders back, elbows in. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in here. Inhale, lift the right leg back and up. Exhale, foot forwards between the hands. Drop the left knee down. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Exhale, hands down. Step forwards with the foot. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands into a heart center. Namaste. Second round of classic Surya Namaskar. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold forwards and down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step back with the right foot. Bring the knee down. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hands down. Step back, plank. Knees, chest and chin or chaturanga if you can. Inhale, lift into upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg back and up. Exhale, foot forwards. Between the hands, drop the left knee down. This time, inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hands down. Step forwards. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press onto the feet. Come all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Wonderful. We're going to go into Surya Namaskar A. Very similar to this one. So feet towards the front of the mat, underneath the hips if possible. Find a little bit of groundiness through the feet. Root down, inhale, lift the arms up. And as you exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step or jump back to plank. Chest, knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, push your chest forward, shoulders back, elbows in. Cobra, exhale, down dog. 5 breaths here. Release the head. I want you to move the head from side to side. Too many hours in front of the computer. Neck probably really tight. Neck muscles even tighter. So like if you're saying yes and you're saying no, listen the neck. And then when you finish with your 5 cycle of breath, bend the knees, look between the hands, step or jump forwards. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold forwards and down, press into the feet, go all the way up. Exhale, hands down to the heart center. Okay, Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold forwards and down. Inhale, halfway, lengthening. Exhale, step or jump back. Knees, chest and chin onto the floor. Inhale, chest forwards, Bhujangasana, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg back and up. As you exhale, bring the foot forwards between the hands, plant the back foot down. Inhale, come up, warrior 1. Exhale into warrior 2. 5 breaths here. When you finish with your 5th cycle, inhale, move the arms up, and exhale, touch down, step back, knees, chest and chin into the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift the left leg back and up this time. Exhale, foot forwards between the hands. Step the back foot down. Inhale, lift into first warrior. Exhale into your second warrior. Virabhadrasana 2. And 5 breaths here. And I want you to find your center, like normally we do. Because normally we tend to be too forward, so too back. So see where your center is. Keep breathing. Arms parallel with the floor. One more inhale. Bring both arms up. Exhale, down, touch down, step back. Knees, chest and chin. Lower. Inhale with the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Release the head again. And then bending the knees, look between the hands, step or jump forwards. Inhale halfway. Exhale, bend the knee, loads, 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 loads. And coming to your chair pose. Present to the feet. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Okay, so we're gonna go into a hip opener, but it's also a balancing pose, which is in preparation for bird of paradise. So 3 pose, very easy. We're bringing the right, we're opening the right hip towards the side, and we're finding somewhere to place our foot, whether it's on the lower leg or the inner thigh. What we try not to do is pushing onto the knee joint. So anywhere along the leg, apart from the knee joint. Hands to the heart center. We're breathing here. Inhale, big circle. Arms to touch. Like if you were a candle, you can maybe flick a little bit, but controlling through the core. So your core is supporting you, like if you're putting some jeans on, really tight core. We're sending the leg towards the front and stretching the leg. Bring the hands behind the thigh and grow like if you're growing loads and really tall. And if you lose your balance, that's absolutely fine. Keep trying. And then really slowly, we're going to open that knee towards the side, but we're not placing the foot anywhere. So it's kind of like opening. The other arm or the other hand can go to the side. And if we feel comfortable here, can maybe open both arms. From here, I'm going to turn to the side. Slowly transitioning to our third warrior by stretching the neck behind. And then slowly release. We're going to do the same thing on the side. First, finding our tree pose, opening the left leg to the side, placing the foot whatever it is that feels okay. Hands to heart center first. Find that balance, that center. Inhale, lift the arms up. Like imagine yourself being a candle with a little bit of wind. You move. So maybe your thoughts trying to throw you out of your balance. And then slowly moving the knee towards the center, releasing the hands behind the thigh, stretch the leg forwards. Then bend the knee again and open the leg towards the side without placing the foot onto the leg. Maybe we can open the other side, maybe we can open both hands. And then from here, slowly stretching the leg back. Into warrior 3, hands to the heart center. Keep your hips level and your shoulders relaxed, face relaxed. You can even smile, even wonderful, like amazing. And then really slowly coming back and release. Okay, come back to the front of the mat, take a moment here. Whenever you're ready, bend the knees, sit onto your chair pose, Utkatasana. Lift the right leg up and slowly step back with that right leg. Plant the back foot down, come back into your second warrior. From here, pass back on Asana, place the left elbow onto the left thigh and stretch the right arm in line with the ears. Sink down a little bit more if you can, slowly. And then from here, stretch the front leg and come into triangle pose first. If you have a block, wonderful place to use it. And then maybe you can bring the arm in line with the ear and do a little bit more opening of the chest. Keep breathing here. Bring the arm back up, bend the knee, the front knee. And then we're gonna move ourselves back a little bit. Even the front leg. Bring the left hand to the inside of the left leg. Other hand can go on the hip, come onto the toes from the front foot. Really slowly start trying to lift that leg. And then you might need to do some adjustments. Lifting the leg, placing it back. Like imagine you've got magnetic field between your hand and the inside of the knee, and they move together. So it's like you can't separate them. And then again, and then again, and then lift, and then place. Lift, place. But remember your hand and your knee go together. Lifting, placing. And then last time. And this time we're coming back onto Parsvakonasana or extended side angle pose. Option to be here or option to see if you can bring the hands underneath the front leg into a binding pose and open up. If that's crazy, maybe plant the hand down onto the floor and simply lift the arm or wrap it around. So that's a couple of options there. Or you can even use the block, a separate option as well. Keep lifting the head towards the ceiling and breathing. Wonderful. Release back to your second warrior. Inhale, bring the arms towards the ceiling and move your hips towards the front of the mat. Exhale, touch down, step back. Knees, chest and chin of chaturanga onto the floor. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, down dog. Breathe here. Bend the knees, look forwards between the hands, a step or jump. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fall forwards, bend the knees, float. Lift the arms up. Press to the feet, inhale. And exhale. Okay, we're gonna do the same sequence onto the other side. Bend the knees, sit onto your chair. As you're sitting here on your chair, Utkatasana, lift the left leg up. And slowly send the leg back. Inhale, lift the arms up. Come into your second warrior. Bend the right elbow, bring it to the thigh. Parsvakonasana, sinking down through the hips. Arm in line with the ear, go a little bit deeper if you can. Transition into Triconasana, extending the front leg. I'm in line with the ear. Find that length through the left side of the body. Like you're opening a little bit more, like you're growing a little bit more. Then extend the arm towards the ceiling. Bend the front knee. Come back into Parsvakonasana. Option to bind, finding the arms underneath your leg, opening the chest towards the ceiling. Option of placing the right hand inside the right foot. Just simply staying there, maybe just bringing the hands around towards your thigh. And then really slowly, coming back into your second warrior. Bring the front leg in a little bit, come onto the toes. Bring the right hand to the inside of the right leg. Other hand can go onto the hips. And then again, let's see if we can lift. And then release. Lift, release. Lifting, placing the foot down. Lift. And it doesn't have to look amazing, you know, and just maybe trying to get the traction so to get the hand on the back of the knee or the knee together. A little bit more. A little bit more. And then come back into your second warrior. Hands towards the ceiling. Touch down. Lower down to the floor. Inhale, lift the chest. Shoulders back. Exhale, down. Wonderful. Breathe in. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck. And then slowly bend the knees, look between the hands and step it up. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold and bend the knees. Bend the knees, loads. Lift the arms up. We're going to do something. Let's see if we can do it. That also is a little bit of traction, okay? So I'm sitting into my chair pose, sitting more, sitting much more, sitting loads, sitting incredibly loads, coming back into Navasana, and then rolling a little bit back, only to be done if your lower back is not crazily unhappy. Moving forwards, gain the traction to move forwards, maybe not, maybe forwards, and then come back into your chair pose. And we're gonna do this twice more. So sit, 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 sit. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more into both pose. Maybe going a little bit more. You don't have to, you can just stay in Navasana. Moving forwards, reach forwards, come up into chair pose. Reach up, exhale. Last time, it's a lot of fun, but you need to really engage through the core to do this. Bend the knees, lift the arms up. Start sitting down, loads. Sit, Navasana. Maybe roll back. Maybe roll forwards. Come back into your chair pose. And this time we're gonna sit. So we're gonna go down loads. And then come back into Navasana and stay in Navasana. Really? Use your core. Also try not to round a lot through the back. So if you tend to round, just lift chest. Bring the feet together as you are and place them down for Baddha Konasana. Wonderful. Sit tall. Exhale. Come forwards. Reconnect with your breath here after having a little bit of a play around from your chair to your Savasana. It's always really good fun. And then come back. And bring your right leg in, stretch the left leg. Inhale, bring the right arm up. As you exhale, move forwards. Internally rotate the arm and then bring it around. See if you can catch your left hand behind. Leave a little space between the foot and the leg. And then from here, fall forwards. Inhale, come back. Bring the right hand behind you. Inhale, lift the left arm. We're going to take a little twist. In the left elbow outside the right knee. And then without moving the left leg too much, because when I'm trying to twist, my leg moves forwards. So instead of like moving the hips that much, just try to keep that leg where it is and just simply move. Twist towards the right. Back to center. Release both legs, give them some shake. Bring the left knee in. Same thing, right hand goes back. Inhale, lift the left arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, fall forwards. Internally rotate the hand, wrap it. Bring the arms behind and then come forwards into Marichasana. And then inhale, come back, release. Left hand goes back, right hand goes up, and on the exhale, rotating towards the left. Again, try not to move that leg too much. And then inhale, come back. Release, Dandasana. From Dandasana, bend both knees. Come back into both toes, Savasana. Cross the legs, place them down, place the feet down, and see if you can move yourself forwards. And then lift the sit bones up. Release the head down. Just hanging here. And now uncross the legs and cross the right leg back. So that the legs are crossed in opposite direction as they were before. And then release slowly, coming back up. And the hands to the hips and across the legs. Wonderful. Okay, ready for some action. So we're gonna try Bird of Paradise. There will be some options, so nothing to worry about. We're opening the feet hip width apart. Inhale, lift the arms up. As we exhale, we fall forwards. Wonderful. Release the head. Breathe here, couple of breaths. Bend both knees ever so slightly, so that there's like the legs are soft. Get your right hand between your legs and internally rotate the hand or the arm actually and bring it up. See if you can, with your left hand, you can grab that right hand. Option number one,
we're staying here. Option number 2, open that right hip to the side like you were doing in your tree pose and come to the toes. And that's option number 2, and you can stay there. Option number 3, bend the supporting leg, so the left leg, and with a lot of support from your core, see if you can start lifting the leg up. Maybe we're staying here. Maybe we're lifting the leg up. Now, it doesn't matter where you are. What you're trying to do is quite difficult already. So see where your shoulder is, whether you can bring that right shoulder back, whether you can lift the leg. And if this is totally crazy, you can just simply be there and see how it feels, maybe lifting the foot like a centimeter off the floor and then placing it back. Centimeter off the floor and placing it back. And that's all we need to do today. And that's absolutely fine. And then whenever you're ready, whatever you're doing, release, fall forwards. Grab hold of opposite elbows with your hands and do a little bit of hanging, hanging around. Releasing the head, again, release the shoulders. Then we're going to do the same thing on the side. Softening through the knees first. Get your left arm in, internally rotated. Wrap it around that left leg, bring the right hand to the back. Option number 1, you stay here. Option number 2, open the leg towards the side. And then using the core, try to lift your leg. Or maybe to the side. Maybe to the side. It doesn't matter. And then whenever you're ready, release down. Again, grab hold of your elbows, release the head. Bend both knees. And then slowly sit back. Again, Savasana. Into both pose. Take a moment here in your both pose. You can even grab hold of the back of your legs. And that's absolutely fine. And then slowly coming back down. Wonderful. And we're going to do a similar thing on the floor called Supta Anusara. Stretch the left leg down the mat and inhale, lift the right leg up. So that your legs are active here, your right leg is pushing onto the hands, but the hands are pushing the leg forwards. So your leg is pushing back and your hands are pushing forwards. So both your leg and your arms are active. And then whenever you're ready, just let that leg drop to the side. Being mindful of the left hip not lifting from the floor. So you might need to support that leg. And then whenever you're ready, send the leg back up and over to the other side. And you will roll onto your left side. Great. Wonderful. Just take a moment there in that twist. You can open the arms to the sides. And perhaps you can even grab hold of that right leg with your left hand. Perhaps, maybe, isn't a possibility. Perhaps not. Now breathe here. And then come back. Leg goes back up. Grab hold of the back of the leg. Lift the head towards it. Lift the chest towards it. See if you can maybe come to the foot. And then exhale, release. Same thing on the side. Inhale, lift the left leg. Push the leg onto the hands and the hands back. So it's like a fight, right? Your leg wants to go down to the floor and your arms want the leg to go towards you. See what muscles you engage when you do that thing. So it's kind of like a dual action. And then slowly opening that left leg to the side. And then slowly bringing it back to center. And then allowing the leg to move towards the right as your body moves towards the right. Opening the arms wide, maybe catching the foot, maybe not. And then sending the leg back up. Bring the arms or the hands to the leg. Lift towards the leg. And then exhale, release. Bring both knees onto the chest. Give yourself a little hug. Lift the legs and the hands up. And then do a little bit of shaking. Like I call this upside down beetle. So imagine a beetle like when they're upside down, just shaking because they want to go back onto the front. Grab hold of the feet for an Savasana. Rock from side to side. And whenever you're ready, really slowly, really slowly moving into our final relaxation or Savasana. Actively move the shoulders away from the ears. Remember, if you've ever been in class with me, I used always to give a little bit of shoulder massage at the end of the class. Imagine that that's still happening, although it's not happening. That you're actually releasing the tension on your shoulders yourself. And so we're here for 3 minutes. Maybe you can visualize in your mind's eye a beautiful bird of paradise flower blossoming. With the beautiful colors, the orange and the green. Being in nature. Just simply relaxing and having nothing to do apart from just seeing and observing and watching nature. Allow your body to relax and be heavy.
you can inhale through the nose. Start bringing some movements back. Whenever you're ready, please come to seat or into a seated position. And bring the hands to the heart, sun down. Thank you so much for being here today, for listening, for practicing, for maybe watching it afterwards. Namaste. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed your Earth of Paradise class. And it wasn't too hard. And we managed to achieve a little bit of pose, even if it's not like the full version of it. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much, Lorena. That was wonderful.
Thank you very much.